all eyes on the judiciary. I think the police, this DSS, and all these soldiers, they should be learning from now, especially based on what's happen around the NSAS thing. They should be careful because, hey, you see what they go on for Niger. You see the generation of youth, we say they come now. By the time we say they go come with waiting they get, all of you now, you know, if you can see the age of that guy, we say implant the coup for Niger, how old is he? All of you now, don't sabi anything. Yes, some people gather for Abuja, they want to do protests, where they tag all eyes on the judiciary, and eventually the DSS, the soldier and police, they harass them. They beat one man to stupor. We say now one professor can't deliver him, can't save him for that while away. Indeed, they rush the guy to the hospital. On top, say they want to do protests. Protests, we say they no carry gun, they no carry weapon, they no carry anything. They just want to do their own thing. Anyway, Nigerians are waiting. They are waiting for the judiciary. They're waiting for the election tribunal, the judges to come and tell us waiting day. Everybody is looking forward to what their judgments will be, and we hope say they go deliver well, whichever judgment will be say then give. My home be say make them back it up with something will make sense. Make them make sense. Make sure say they make sense for Nigeria here. Maybe say they could just throw one judgment we know they enter. Another thing where they grant, we say, say Atiku, they try pursue Tinubu's credential, they pursue in result for Georgia, for the Chicago University, and that case still there, where we say they court, they don't day on Tinubu's case, and we wait for waiting go show up for that place, because as soon as if Atiku lay hands on that thing, because there's one wuru we did that side where we say, oh God, Tinubu cover up, and like I always say, take anything to release that result. Take anything to release it to the public. Now you won't work for Nigeria, and if you don't want work for Nigeria, then what is the big deal? Drop your result. It's not a big deal. We won't give you a job. Anyway, we will go see what the article could do for that side. And some people they talk say we go before they look forward for a run to say there's possibility say we go get rerun. We are looking forward to that. But then this brutality will happen for Abuja. Make the DSS, make the police, make the soldiers, make them begin to get sense, make them read well. If they don't remember, at least social media did make them remember history and make them remember say this generation feel take nonsense. But the generation we are see say they come, wait till they go show you now people, no go with they talk and be like say people know they hear. You people know they hear. Stop harassing Nigerians, stop harassing people. Now peaceful protests people won't do. And if they are telling the judiciary, say make them shine their eyes, say then they watch them. Now free speech now waiting. I beg. Well, let's go to the Lagos State where we say the House they reject 17 commissioners. Waiting they happen for that side. Waiting Lagos State government or waiting the House. Waiting then they hide. Let's see. Now waiting that they hide. Let's see waiting they go on for that side.
So here we go. I do not discount any voice or people speaking and saying there must be religious balancing in any cabinet. To a large extent, these are always the arguments we've posited, even as regards the national scene. When some people were trying to push a Muslim ticket forward for presidency, and we kept on telling them that let's be fair. And I'm excited that those that pushed the Muslim ticket now and are saying, oh, there's no big deal about it. Now in Lagos State too, they are calling for a need for religious balance. And so when it's done otherwise, people should see how it feels, really, So I'm happy that they too have seen what it feels like now. And that's that for that. Secondly, I don't know what's going on between the House in Lagos and this commission has not confirmed, but it smells of a lot of politicking going on. There's something going on, and I'll tell you why. Yesterday, a television station had an interview during their news at 7 p.m. with the whip of the House and also the chairman of the screening committee of these people. And the journalist specifically asked him, what was the reason behind these people not scaling through the screening system? He had no answers. He said it's not about him. He said it's about the committee that was set up to screen them. The journalist persisted. And after he said he had no answers, all of a sudden the phone line went off and the show ended. I've also taken our time, to be able to look at and say what's going on, reach out to a couple of people out there and see what's going on, but no concrete answers yet. I think the Lagos State House of Assembly will have to tell us what we don't know. And they have to exonerate themselves, because a lot of people are already saying this looks like a lot of politicking. Like Mr. K had enunciated, the stellar qualities of those people, yeah, take it or leave it. You might have your grounds against them. You might not agree with them all the time. But you can't argue with the fact that Professor Aki Abayami did a very wonderful job. His fight against COVID-19 in the States. I think Professor Abayami in his fight against COVID-19 had COVID more than anybody. I think this is his 6th or 7th time he's been in and out, fighting COVID personally while he still administered the COVID reaction in the States. Is it Mr. Gbenga Motosho that in his own right would always try to also defend? Or is it the education minister, education commissioner like you said, that had to quickly adopt a method during COVID to still educate the people through homeschooling and show the power of radio in terms of information dissemination? And the other people that serve with Governor Sanwo-Olu in his last administration have shown some very veritable qualities. So why all of a sudden? And the question should be, if they were good enough to be screened to serve with Governor Sanwo-Olu the first time, what has happened all of a sudden that has made them not good enough to be screened this time around? So the Lagos State House of Assembly will have to throw more light on this, and we see how it pans out. But most importantly, we want the 4 complements of the commissioners to be out, all these bottlenecks sorted out, so that we can go back to the work of administering Lagos. Because there's a lot of problems on ground. For instance, I would like to see when the new transport commissioner comes on board, so that we will talk about this blue rail line. We ought to be using things like the rail line now, that there's so much increase in fuel price. At least that will be able to ameliorate the movement challenges of people. The state of the roads too. There's a lot that needs to be done in Lagos, and we need to get all through this Lagos Assembly screen of commissioner bottleneck so that we start to face the real problems that bedevil all of us in Lagos.
Well, since the assigning of portfolios to minister delegates, earlier on before their inauguration a few days ago, many have continued to wonder why a veteran journalist will, be put in or be nominated for a position that involved a professional in solid mineral, in science and all of that. Well, I had to, get, Mr. Adele Alake on this one. That, sir, why are you the one that Mr. President is pushing forward? I mean, you are to tell her, why are you the one that Mr. President is pushing forward on this matter? Because we all know that even the first role that you got in this cabinet, in this administration, was the role of, special assistant or media and publicity, communication and all of that, which we were all expecting that, okay, they will give you Minister for Information. Why are you the one that Mr. President is putting in charge of mineral, solid mineral?
The person he trusts most.
You say what?
Person who has a passion in his own estimation, who has a sense of responsibility, the knowledge, the vision, the courage to drive that sector and harness those critical resources for the benefit of Nigeria. And that's why I'm here.
Great. So
okay, well, one would have expected that if you are the most trusted, if you are as trusted as you say you are, one would have expected to have somebody like Mr. Dele Alake as Minister for Finance. Because the Ministry of Finance, I think, is almost the most sensitive, part of all the sensitive parastatal of all the ministries. But then we're having him as Minister for solid mineral, and one continues to wonder why would that's why we said, okay, this is a round peg in a square hole. That's why we don't get results in this country. Is it about somebody that is being trusted? It's about somebody who can harness. Though he said that, but I just feel that's just grammar. Well, let's see how things pan out, because it's a very short one. I just wanted you to hear his response to his defense to why he was made Minister for Solid Mineral. Thank you very much, Mr. Dele Alake. Of course, I hope when we call you next time, you will be willing to to respond. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye-bye.